What is this? And I know you wanna settle here, but I'm not trying to save it. Save it. I don't even write no more. That's some bullshit.
That's funny. I'm glad to see those extra points up there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck? It's crazy, bro. What week am I in for these players to be? It's usually one. There's not one. There it is. Just for 1 week. All right. I should be cool. Week 2, and they already got top 5, top 3s and shit. What's going on?
Welcome everyone to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Wait, is my shit not playing? Is my shit not recording? Oh, it is.
The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience, Jesse.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
That was weird.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them
That
in
was weird,
position
but
to
I
pick up a
was
first
listening.
down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Sorry, bro. I'll let y'all
From the
do it.
gun, wants to
Kind of
pass.
tight end right there.
Makes the grab over the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting the quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is on every single snap.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Wow.
Going to make magic with his feet. Picks up the
And he
first
doesn't
down
fumble.
and gets down to avoid
Wow. He just
That
took
is the
off.
exact
I've not
situation
seen that.
every defense draws up. I want
I've
you
not
in
seen
a-
that.
I want you in a
Okay.
predictable
That's
passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
They're gonna play. They're gonna
Second
play.
down.
And they're gonna all right.
Misfire.
I see what they're
on
gonna do.
the
They're
last
gonna
play,
play.
they'll go back to the air. Gets it out quickly.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
Using his legs, keeping his
Bro,
eyes downfield.
what are we
And
doing?
they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This
All of a
offense has
sudden.
moved into plus territory, and they want to keep
All of a
the
sudden, my
heat
linebackers
on.
aren't
They'll
blitzing.
go for it on 4th down. Makes
Caught it
catch.
and broke the tackle.
At the 20, he's got space.
That's
And
insane.
he'll run it into the end zone.
That's
Touchdown,
insane. That's lunatic shit.
First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That pissed me off. That drive pissed me off.
Inside his own 5.
I knew it was gonna be some shit.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field,
the expressway is wide open. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the blocks. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
Shit. I gotta run the ball. I forgot to do this again.
Crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Alright, bro. Okay, I'm done with that shit. We'll just throw it.
They'll throw it on first down.
Not that big of a deal, though.
Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football
Bro.
is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal.
Rob, y'all cheated for these losers,
And, you
bro.
know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
What the fuck he didn't, bro? They let him run all over the place.
Action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to throw it over
Whoa.
the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's good.
Get the edge, Ben.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's holding. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw.
He
This
caught
time
that.
he's got it.
Y'all are
Giving
sick,
them that
man.
play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary.
Y'all are sick. Look at that, bro.
The receiver beats you to the inside.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. They're going back to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes his man miss.
Bro.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they're going to throw it. Firing to the right.
Tight end, bro. That's insane to me.
Pick up but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's good. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Allison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The Hokies will hustle to the line. Third down play from the gun. The quick out. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Why would he
Man down
catch
on the play
that?
as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down,
And my
from their own
linebacker.
22. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I love how he got blocked right at the right time to make sure they got that first down.
Sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Just a perfect block.
Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus...
Why is my middle linebacker just standing there? But if he was in the pocket, he would have ran down and let somebody be open across the middle.
Will snap it on 1st and 10.
This game's nuts, man.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
That's insane, bro.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup.
They're allowing goofy shit to happen. I'm not okay with it.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pop. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast. And,
Bro, the broken tackles are going to be the death of me, bro. It's not that serious, bro. It's not that serious, bro.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He got it. After that last,
They're letting them drive, bro. That's annoying. It's annoying as shit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That's caught. It's Akbar. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cavazos.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Cavazos.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving there on the year for him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's good.
That's annoying.
And he'll
You can run under that.
after making a good gain on
What's the point of that? Just run under it.
If you're going to attack
Why not just run under the ball?
against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this
All of a sudden, linebackers can't be blocked.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Akbar. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got him downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet
Get the
your
ball at
bottom
half, so
dollar
it's
they're
cool.
about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's good. He gets a block.
Wow. Wow.
Open it up.
Wow.
He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
PAT unit on the field. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Allison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half.
Wake Forest, number 5, they lost on. What the
He'll
fuck are they doing up
return
here?
inside his 5. He was looking
Oh,
for
man,
some
police
running
right there,
room,
yeah.
but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Oh,
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sick of them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
he's different.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect
That
your
turn
quarterback, it's hard to be successful.
is different.
That's the
Usually when they
fifth
go with the
sack
quarterback.
they have given up. The
I mean, usually when they go tackle the running back, he
no
don't turn
answers,
like that.
And this defense has been flying around.
He's different. He's different.
They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13.
Oh, he knocked me over.
Safe completion on the screen.
That's weak as
Didn't
hell,
have much
bro.
room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third
Look at
and
that shit,
long.
pussy.
Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's holding. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last.
Look at that.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th.
And I gotta take him out. Damn. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, okay, Hassan. Kind of gotta leave him there. Damn. He's not telling me if they refit it already or what, but I'll just leave him there.
Put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down.
Perfect blocks is insane, bro.
Past the 30. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect.
That's weak
This is
as
something
hell
these
that
two
they're
guys have
running
been
like
repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Oh!
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Why they completely stop me down?
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 8 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Gonna take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The give out of the gun. No, he just flat ran over it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their whip.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
This one's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Schmidt. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Michigan 66, Virginia Tech 27.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us.
I wish I could access my playlist. These are my favorite artists, for sure. These are my favorite artists, 100%. Run my safe up. I'm 21 years past the 27 club. It's like I went back into my past and then I sped it up. Robin Johnson, Winehouse, and Walrus and found what heaven was. Heaven on earth. This shit is magic with no fairy dust. I tell my brother, junk fuck them, they gon' go through hell with us. Hood niggas, they wanna be us. Thugs in the same regions, only thing undefeated. Time. Second is the internet. Number three, it's wrong. Before security, my dog had to sneak in the nine. God must be on my side. Dog, I'm telling it like it is. You gotta deal with the concept when you in the niggas' cribs. Sit. Dope dealers, street hustlers, pop cases. Oh! Roll calls, gun spots, police raided. Left him speechless. What's up, man? He know where he at? I can call you alright?
Man, nigga, that was the best boy.
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Rutgers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Garrison. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are some... of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Akbar. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Cavazos. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about
going for it all. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jarvis. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
Nothing but green ahead. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Might as well give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Akbar. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Cavazos. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. The Wolverines will have a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They'll give it to him again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. Slips it. He is smashing people. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Akbar. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll run it again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense is threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a it's one. I don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the clock. That does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unleashes it on the run. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for room. It's Garrison. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Trying the left side. Running with power. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Buys a little extra time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Now he's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Boone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and... He's looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this. And that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He gets a hand on it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
An extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half. Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Makes the grab. It's Cavazos.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Defenses are put in such a...
Michigan.
When offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Quarterback getting rid of the football.
Brings up second.
1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to pass, it's Boone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. On the return, it's good. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You gotta do a better job, man. Quarterback, listen, this offense is not playing great. They gotta somehow find a way to start to get something.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block. It's good. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's Cavazos. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You get a little bit of time to throw, you move guys with your eyes, that drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding you just got to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Moves around to clear up the vision.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll bring it back. It's good. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First snap of this. From the 46. The give to the left side. Nice move to keep moving. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Looking for a crease. It's O'Neal. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try it over the left side. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Boone. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. On target over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play out.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the 1st down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Akbar. Still running at the 40. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
With the catch, it's good. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,